India is a massive country with the massive problems. A lot of people work in the unorganized sector, and unorganized sector has no laws, no rules, no values.
Like when poor people do not have any place to live, they find any place which is available and vacant and start living.
We think from where we started and where we are today, I think it has some meaning. Maybe because we believe in EMMAUS philosophy.
Right in the heart of Delhi, the EMMAUS organisation Tara Projects opens its doors to us. Moon Sharma is the president of this organisation that was set up in the 1970s by a professor of Hindi literature.
Well, this is Professor Sharma and also my father.
Following his death in 2009, Shyam Sharma continues to be an historic figure for Indian fair trade.
He started to work in the communities, working mostly with the marginalized, or you should say it so-called, they were untouchables. And he realized that if we really want peace on this earth, if we want prosperity, it is very important that we share and we support those who are in need or who are less fortunate than us. And then he formed Tara Projects.
Ever since then, the organisation has been fighting for the fair trade cause, and it provides work to 1,000 handicrafts producers in Delhi. Pankaj is one of Tara Project's 60 employees. He shows us around the premises where 50 local producers are at work embroidering and sewing articles to be exported all over the world.
This is all recycled material being worked on. This includes old newspaper, old waste wool, and paper beads, waste plastic material like this.
In 1999, Tara Projects joined EMMAUS International. This was both a partnership and a source of inspiration for the organisation.
That's where the real idea clicked, because the ideology that EMMAUS works on is like not, I would say, wasting anything, reusing them as far as it is possible.
For the past 40 years, Tara Projects has been supporting small producers and in particular the poorest in society.
You can just give money to somebody and make him always dependable on that kind of a fund or a grant, but this way you empower them. So when you speak of fair trade, you speak of empowering the people whom you are working with. So as a group, they grow and you grow with them.
Jagwati is one of their beneficiaries and has been working at Tara for 7 years.
सिखाया गया था कि अब जैसे रीना जी हैं, बोली इनको ऐसे स्टिकर लगाइए, इसको पैक करिए, फिर पिन्नी का साज बताया गया, डिब्बे लगाना बताया, तो अब हम इसको आराम से कर लेते हैं.
Thanks to Tara Projects and her salary, Jagwati has been able to give her children an education. This is where she lives, in a slum to the south of Delhi. Jagwati's daughter Kusum now gives lessons and tutors others.
This is the home of Kusum.
There was a lot of violence in the house, but again the women become more empowered. And what she faced in her life, she makes sure that her daughters do not have to face the same. And now she reaches to the university, so we hope she completed it and find more better job.
Tara Projects fights on a daily basis against child labour and campaigns for children's rights. By building schools, the organisation allows over 1,000 children to get an education.
Child labour is a huge problem in India. Education is one of the main tools to alleviate poverty, and we believe that every child should get education, and so that they can make their life better for future.
Today, Moon takes us to Tajpur Bahari, a slum where Tara Projects has been working for 10 years. She introduces us to Sunita, a social worker who tackles drug and unemployment problems in this neighbourhood.
She is trying to bring some social change, and she's a good example for the women in this area, because there was a time when she cannot even speak a word, and today she's a leader. She said blah 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 blah.
In India, women are particularly vulnerable and are often victims of domestic violence. Twice a month, they get together here in a self-help group which has been set up to pool their savings. The funds collected are then used to finance individual projects.
It's very important to have self-help groups because people realize that it's very important to work collectively. So if you collective, you know about each other's problems, and if somebody is in need of credit, then all can decide and help each other.
Thanks to the solidarity-based saving system, this woman was able to borrow 60,000 rupees and build this house. She now owns the building and rents out the top floor, which allows her to pay back the loan.
This system of groups and the saving through the group is very effective for these people, because otherwise they end up in the trap of money lenders and still they cannot get the work done. So at least with this system which they manage on their own, they are able to create the assets and have some income generation activities for them. And the best part is that they own the system, so they like it.
सोचते ये रहेगा खींचने के लिए आगे जंजीर बढ़ जाता आगे बढ़ जाएगी। हम तो चाहते हैं कि चैन में चैन बढ़ जाता और बढ़ जाएगी। देखो हमें जो सुविधा मिली है सब लोगों को आगे के लिए मिलनी चाहिए सुविधा।
On the other side of the city, other women are also getting organised. Bulwati belongs to the Dalit caste. The microcredit system has allowed her to set up a second-hand shoe business.
And with repairing these shoes, they sell it in the market. So in that way they earn their livelihood. And it's good, and her husband is also helping her. And EMMAUS International gave her 5,000 rupees as a microcredit. And I think it was a good support, huh?
पहले मैं हस्बैंड जो काम करते थे हमारे, उससे हमारा थोड़ा गुजारा होता था। अब बच्चे थोड़े बड़े होने लगे तो फिर हम पैसे हमें दिए तो हम उससे गुजारा कर रहे हैं।
In a society which is still heavily marked by the caste system, Tara Projects tries to change entrenched mindsets and customs. This is the challenge faced by Moon and the whole team, who are determined to continue the struggle.
In India, millions of people still live under the poverty line. I feel really very fortunate to be the part of those group of people who are working everywhere in the world, and they are working hard to bring some change in the society, and let us try our best and to make it stronger.